We're back. This is annoying because now YouTube has split it up. Split up the stream. Which now means it's 2 streams. URL chat. Refresh. Stream ended, but stream is not ended. You look frozen in your webcam, ERB. I am frozen by complete and utter fucking despair. I also need to refresh both the YouTube chat and the alert box widget, because now they'll be out of sync. Ugh. For what? Literally like 10 seconds of game left. Hey Alfie, how's it going? About the only positive I can think of when my internet cuts out is that at least new people get the notification that I'm streaming. There are people who have a live stream set up called Streamed Hams, and then they don't actually stream on it, and their scheduled stream is still sitting there unstreamed to. The Ranma half-old guy secretly works at PlusNet. Well, it didn't help him. Two-player. Single-player. Oh my god, we're ready for liftoff! Actually, that's the wrong thing. Damn it, I was going to drag the game up. Let's try again. Okay. The problem is, now that the stream has restarted, if I quit the game now and quit the stream, I will have done a 2-minute stream and YouTube just doesn't offer me the ability to stitch them together. No. No. That would be too convenient. What? Finished already? I only just tuned in. Wow, ERB, you never stream long enough for me. You joke, but people will do that because they don't realise that I've been streaming for, like, 2 hours? They won't realise because they only just got the notification I'm streaming because my stream got restarted. And that's how it works. That's how they get you. Would you do a 24-hour stream, provided the internet doesn't cut out? Yes. I would give it a go. Why not? And you just crapped your pants.
Three, two, one.
Chala, head of chala.
3, 2, 1.
Even though I'm doing a palette... Right, I got to stream for like 60 hours now. Thank you, Sushi. Thank you. Oh, fuck! So tell us a bit about this game, because I'm not familiar and stuff. I'd be very surprised if you were familiar.
Three, two, one.
It's about exam revision. And also speed it up. Whoa! 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 Ah! 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 Hey, Blank Knight. ERB will not be playing this game for 2 weeks. ERB can barely play it for 10 minutes. So frustrating. I want to point out that Sushi's advice is bad advice.
Three, two, one.
The controls aren't what you might think. You have to switch left and right. Tank controls to move this line. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. 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 Is ERB singing? No, ERB is freaking out. This requires so much attention. No! Chala, head chala. I slow the game down by making a sound constantly. Gigaline revision. Maybe this game is voice activated. No. No. Skinner! The house is on fire! You don't call me Skinner, this joke is ruined. Just like my roast. What were the other things that jumped out at me yesterday? Ah! Oh! That was loud. Not that one. What was that? It was loud. You won't see it until I add it to XSplit. Ah! It has to make a noise before you can adjust its volume level. Perfect. Know what? I haven't done this in a while. So good. Now I have to find my glasses. I can't find them. So good though. Aha! Here you are. Yeah. Got it. You, girl, are exceptional.
Are you ready?
No?
Say.
Possibly. Damn it! Oh, there's tons of fighting games in that indie game archive. About half of them, it turns out, are fighter maker games. Anyway, this game, I can't beat more than, I can't even win a single round, and I've been trying endlessly. I'm hoping that maybe I can tune it down a little. Is there a shortcut to reset? F4 will be full screen, I don't want to do that. Ooh, the colours went ugly anyway. 9, 10, 11, 12. Are you using a keyboard or an arcade stick? Keyboard. I can switch to controller, right? I can do that. The problem is... I cannot use the D-pad. Because it doesn't see the D-pad as the main input, it sees the analog stick as the main input. Now the problem is that I don't like playing fighting games with an analog stick. In fact, it's one of my biggest peeves. See that the up, down, left, right are pre-set. I can't change them. I can change the other buttons to my liking. Absolutely. But I have to fight using the analog stick. Yeah, that goes for any game made using Fighter Maker. So I'm pressing the D-pad, it's doing nothing.
Are you ready?
Oh my god. The controller hasn't done anything. Well, this engine was designed when your controller either had an analog stick input or a D-pad. It didn't have both. So they didn't have to worry about a D-pad based input because your controller either had a D-pad or a stick. Singular. Like, this is how far back we're going. This engine is from 2002, and that's this revision of the engine. Right, there is no input. Is there a guide? There's no guide. The game doesn't come with a move list. So I've got to try and guess. Well, I won a round with the controller. That's certainly more than I achieved with the keyboard. Reason why I wanted to show this one off was the music is rocking and the sprites are beautiful. This game looks gorgeous. Which makes me wonder if it was made by a proper Doujin Circle and not just a freelance developer. That's assuming I can get 2 rounds, though, Sushi. If I remember, this character had silly moves. Was it this one? No, maybe not. No, this isn't the character I was thinking of. The character I was thinking of, like, attacked with rockets and stuff like that. It sounds like you've been sniffing too many of them, Sushi. Wasn't her, was it? Might have been her.
Are you ready?
No, I'm thinking of Saya. That's the character I'm thinking of. The one I'm fighting against. Ooh, I got a round with Emmy. Maybe this is my lucky character. Maybe this is my lucky break. Jeez! Not even gonna let me get an attack in this time, are ya? Gee, Sushi, I'm either using the analog stick or I'm not moving. Which one is it? Of course I'm still using the analog stick.
Are you
I'm sorry, Sushi, it just seemed like a silly question. I'm still playing the game with the controller, therefore I'm still using the analog stick. My bad, I didn't mean for it to come across like that. Let me get an attack in! I need to attack once more, and the enemy is like, attack, 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 attack! Yo! Stanky, how's it going? I only ever see you on holidays. I saw you on New Year, and I see you on Easter. How's it going, buddy? I don't think people in Australia watch it anymore. I think they make it just to export for like Channel 5 and stuff. I won a match. I actually won a match. Things are good, and haha, that's a solid observation. Damn straight. Erodic, welcome. Well, if I had that much trouble with match 1, I'm not expecting to have much luck with match 2, but I'll give it a go. I think Channel 5 put in a better bid, because you still see it on channels like 5 or 5-star. What game is this? Hold on. Oh, yeah, that's right. This uses the Fighter Maker... default exe name. Kensei Shoujo Battleholic. Kensei Shoujo Battleholic. Like fisticuffs girl Battleholic. It looks like there was a sequel with an expansion, so might check that out at some point. Right. Destroy! I lost. Banana banana. Separated at birth. Separated at birth. I did just grab her chest then, didn't I? I got around! I got around! Page 3's not even page 3 anymore. We can't even have that. Thank you. Exactly what I'm saying, Sushi. Try different buttons and see what happens. No. If I've got a special move, I don't know how to pull it off. Yeah, anime girls fighting. What more is there? What more do you need in life? Come on! Button directions, buttons, directions. Come on. Gotta be able to pull off something. I can't figure out. I can't figure it out. Bleh. Can't figure it out. Well, that was Kensei Shoujo. There were some other games I extracted that caught my attention. I can't remember what they were. Could just go through the zips at random. That's a point. What about Bloody Blade? Yes, Bloody Blade. Now I think about it. Now, let's actually have the script come up. I didn't upload the stream twice. The YouTube messed up the stream. You have strayed off this world by chance. Here is the very dangerous world. There is one blade in front of you at the same time now, though it is possible to still turn back. If this blade is pulled out, danger is shaken off, and you might be able to search for this world. Is the thing that this world strays off received, and do it receive that is lucky, unhappily depending on you? Whether take it, is the blade pulled out? Now, can we actually get that to full screen and do that again? Because that was wrong. And I want a clean capture of it. If I may. Do that one more time. For y'all. Yes, it's dangerous to go alone. You have strayed off this world by chance. Here is the very dangerous world. There is one blade in front of you at the same time, though it is possible to still turn back. If this blade is pulled out, danger is shaken off, and you might be able to search for this world. Is the thing that this world strays off received, and do it receive that is lucky, unhappily depending on you? Whether take it, is the blade pulled out? I don't know. Maybe your father should have pulled out. Let's have a go. I got the blade! Alright. Have you played Cuphead? Yes. It was a disaster. This sword will cut a lot of people for blood. It is in this world to solve the curse. It's called God's Soul. First of all, go to town that is beyond this town. There is an old tomb of royal family in a prosperous country in the The human experimentation was done in the interior labyrinth where the royal family. The experiment that moved momentarily was conducted. The human experimentation. It is possible to go to hell if the forwarding device is used. In the center of hell, there is an elevator that goes to the temple in the netherworld. In the center of part of the temple, there might be God's soul. Okay. He almost sounded like a sports commentator. Hell no. I didn't have a good time with Cuphead, and I didn't have a good time streaming it either. I may get round to playing it in my own time, or I may consider it a write-off. Come back to it in a couple of years, when everyone's forgotten about it, and then play it. That stream really wasn't a good time. Is she still streaming Cuphead from time to time? Probably worst stream ever. I don't know, there were worse. I'm having trouble remembering them, but I'm sure there were worse. I've cancelled a stream before, during the stream. Toy Story 3 was one of them. Where, I'd come back from doing a night shift at work, and I thought, oh yeah, I'll be able to stream, no problem. And I just couldn't keep my fucking eyes open. 12-hour shift, I wouldn't normally have problem doing at least a 2-hour stream afterwards. Fucking paralysis? Or is it just him being a dick? It's him being a dick. Right, target annihilation. I can go to town now. Oh. It's a thing. I wanted to pick up the thing. Toy Story 3 was one of your worst streams. Yeah. If it was the Toy Story 3 stream that was like 40 minutes, yeah, that one was a disaster. I'm not sure I've even still got it up. There was a Blade Kitten stream that was bad. Fucking ghosts. Kenshiro. Let me guess, I'm already dead. Nothing in here. Well, basically you can tell a bad stream for me because a particular person turns up and causes hassle on it. And yes, I guess it will make that person happy to know that they ruin my day so much, but they do. Kind of look like the Ghostbusters Lego. Yeah, I suppose. Stop running away, you jellyfish cur! Gee, a skeleton. Can't do anything with it. Yeah. I think that was the first Toy Story 3 stream. That's why I stopped having the name of the game on the screen, because I would forget to change it. Then I'd do a whole stream of a game and it would have the wrong name up the top. I killed a ghost. I killed a ghost. I actually killed a ghost. I win. Oh, for fuck's sake. Bloody rubbish. That's what this is, not bloody blade. It's bloody farts. I don't really want to talk about what my worst stream was now. It's bringing me down a little. Oh my god! Let's Toho! The inputs are wrong. The inputs are wrong. Why is down accept? What the hell is going on? Aha! Shit. No. We'll get there eventually, guys. Right. Bingo! We're in. You're not the guy that ruins my streams. Unless you have a secret. Unless you're secretly a troll. Wow, I died, collected health, and died again. I'm not sure that's meant to happen. I believe you'd know if you're the person that comes to my streams and ruins them. Mega Man meets Toho, yes. This is Mega Mari. Mari for Marisa. It's a Marisa head! It's made for Marisa! Yo, Imageflation, how's it going? Crows, Oh, resume? Not from the start of the level. That's not resuming. Can't do a slide. Okay, so it's jump and shoot. No slide, no charge shot. Right. Starting to get the hang of it. He says, getting hit by gunfire. Also, I reckon that's a trick. Yeah. Could just walk past him. I don't have any plans to stream any Mega Man games, per se, but I do have plans to stream Megamari. It was just a matter of when felt like the right time. I am streaming it now. Ah. This kind of enemy spam is not conducive to Mega Man gameplay. It takes a lot more than that. You can't just make it jump and shoot and expect it to be Mega Man. There's more to it than that, assholes, and you know it. Oh. I would love to stream Mega Man Legends when someone comes out with a controls hack that makes the game playable. when somebody comes up with like a mouse and keyboard control mode for it, yeah, maybe. That's how a third-person shooter like that is meant to be played. Not with those awful tank controls. Uncontrollable to me. People who can get their head around it have no problems, but I have so much trouble with the controls of Mega Man Legends. Mega Man Legends 2 was a little bit better. I think Mega Man Legends 2 supported an analog stick, but you're not even as good as everyone else who plays it. The question is whether the game had PlayStation Mouse support. I don't think it did. there were some PlayStation point and clicks that supported the mouse. Discworld definitely supported mouse. Someone could mod it in. It'd probably be much easier just to write a plugin for an emulator that enabled it. What I want is for somebody to port the English scripts into the PSP versions of Mega Man Legends 1 or 2, or Rockman Dash, because you could actually play both of those with the PSP analog nub. It was much better. Problem was, it was in Japanese. There are PS2 games that, Oh! Well, fuck! Why am I bothering with... Why am I bothering with shitty bullets? Not a power-up, another character. I don't seem to take damage when I'm using the laser from bullets, so... Oh. Just from that enemy, it seems. Oh. Sounds like a phone, doesn't it? A phone going. Alright, take care, Sushi. Just post it in the Dumpster Fire channel, or if it's a meme, post it in memes. Ah, image flexion. Unfamiliar with the concept of dinner, the lunchtime meal, as opposed to dinner, the tea time meal. The two are different somehow. Then the memes channel is fine. Oh, I know tongue twisters. I ain't doing any. I sound like Chio-chan when I do tongue twisters. Where's that ladder? Those enemies are a pain in the ass. God damn! This game is tough! I think with enough practice and a D-pad, I might be able to play this, but playing it with the analog stick is very off-putting. I'm not blaming it all on that, of course. There's a high level of difficulty, and I'm not really good when it comes to this kind of twitch shooty platforming. If this were a first-person shooter, I'd be in my element. Yeah, this game is a Mega Man stand-up. I dig it, it's neat, but it's also really difficult. What else do I have to hand? Don't crash. Good boy. Do 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 do. New Super Marisa Land. Oh. Okay. Oh no. Already set. Okay. To exactly what I would have wanted. This is sweet. Two-size Marisa, but it gets better. Yeah! That acts like the Super Ball out of Super Mario Land. Better how she shoots balls. Much better. Oh, that was lucky. Shooting balls makes it much better. I like this! Saving costs money? Ah! You're a real slave worker, you know that. He just takes it. Bless him. Well, it makes me feel better about his shit prices anyway. Gee, the translations from before the Dragon Quest team wanted to fuck everything up. Translators, I mean. Those translations were correct. Oh, gee, what a surprise. Satisfying. The great thing about the new Dragon Quest coming out on PC, I'm assuming it is, right? Is that at least someone will write a translation patch to translate the gibberish English into an actual translation. Switch the game. What game? Yeah. I switched to New Super Mario Land. This I'm enjoying a lot more. Whoa! Accidental death turned into finding a secret. I thought I had fucked up there. Secret exit! Whoa! That was extremely lucky. Boo! Now let's do it properly. Oh no! I got little-fied. There we go. What's with the lag? I'm tempted to try Fortnite. But, I certainly wouldn't stream it. Maybe I would briefly try it if someone else had it downloaded, for example. I was round their house. Oh yeah, what's this Fortnite then? But, wouldn't play it for any longer than say, a couple of games. Whew. I'll do. Oh, this is sweet. Secret. I know a bunch of adults that play Terraria. It's not my thing, but to each their own. I'm not gonna tell someone they're too old to play something. I might tell them they're too young to play something. But that's completely different. That's definitely yin and yang. I can see what you mean, but never gave it much of a chance. I've given it a chance. I've given Terraria a chance. You assume that the only time I tried to play it was with you. No. I tried playing it with my friend Tony. He's like, Matt, you'll like Terraria, trust me, it's great, it's like 2D Minecraft. A while. Haven't really felt the need to go back. I might give it a go. I might not. Oh, need to be little. You were talking about the secret. Nah, I shot a ball under there. It's all good. It's just another reason why girls with balls is a good idea. Wait. Oh, I was hoping they'd have hidden something there. I like vanilla Minecraft, I always have. There's something fun about that just one more block gameplay, as they describe it. Bum-a-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. There's my one up. You can play anything you like. I streamed Dora the Explorer. What excuse do I have? I've streamed 3 Dora the Explorer games. 4, maybe? I think there was one that there was graphical issues with. But I played it regardless. I like this. It almost could be a Koji Kondo composition. Koji Condominium. Koji Condiment. Koji. Bobcat. Ah. Admire the bee. Yeah. To be fair, those Maya the Bee games are quite possibly my favourite platformers on the Game Boy Advance, so they got that going for it. And that's up against the Super Marios and the whatnots. Bollocks. I'll come back. I only get 100. Only got 100 ticks left. Auto-scroller. Well, it's an auto-scroller, guys. We've got time for donations. I got a $50 donation here from Anonymous. Long-time watcher, first-time donator. My husband's cat's guinea pig's uncle died of cancer. Please give this donation to Kill the Animals. Oh, that's lucky. Oh, that's not so lucky. I like that it does the Mario thing by having a tune that appears in all the music tracks. Oh. One more red star, I could do it. Here it is. Yes! In your face, naysayers who said it couldn't be done! Mmm! I like that there's a little level transition. This is harping on Super Mario World a lot. I was kind of hoping there'd be a red star amongst those. That's kind of disappointing. What's with the lag? No, don't quit. Shit. Did you know Snap Click Cat went family friendly yesterday? I heard that she did. Whether or not she actually did is questionable. I tuned in yesterday and she was burping. At a family friendly burping. You can't help it, you can't help it. Better out than in. I'm like, wow, that looks good. And then I opened the archive and it's more Fighter Maker. No. No, not doing it. I mentioned this earlier today, so I'm going to finish with this. I mentioned earlier today that there were some video games I wanted to make. And then I mentioned that I had made a video game. Like an actual full game. And we're gonna play it. We're gonna play it. And I'm gonna explain to you exactly what's going on in it. I can't move it because of the way I've... Yeah. Totino's, Totino's, pizza rolls. Can't drag it around, so... Okay. Which means we're gonna have a glitch. SCK doesn't hit a bong. She smokes a spliff, like all of us. So this was a game that I developed for a games development course at college. The majority of submissions were Flash-based block breaker clones, so I created this in its stead. It's a crawling game. Oh, and I'm gonna sort the volume out. Decided to go for Corneo's Mansion for the first stage. So this is actually something I made. I explained to you where the sort of graphics are from. With this, the background and foreground, I created this. Background and foreground. The character model comes from, like, CT Special Forces or something. Some Metal Slug clone from the Game Boy Advance. These are from, like, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or Darkstalkers or something. So anyway, stage 1 is... This is just a crawling. 2 ERBs. There shouldn't be! There shouldn't be! Alright. Yeah, the air meter. We'll go into that. So this is a crawling game. You crawl left, you crawl right. You have to avoid the spikes. Seems pretty simple, but it gets more complicated. And the spikes have quite the hitbox, because even the tippiest tip of the spikes will kill you. So you have to be conscious of your movement. That guy is called Chibi Bastard. He says things. Samples taken from Bleach Heat the Soul 3. That's the one that plays when you do Ichigo's counter move. Parry move. Anyway, let's see how you did. 0 air bubbles and air in lungs. That doesn't apply to beginner. So, hope you enjoyed Crawler. Please sit through the credits. So that was essentially the Game Journalist difficulty level. If I remade the game today, I would call that journalist difficulty. So, let's enjoy the credits. So it's back when I used to use the name British Gaijin as opposed to Escape Route British. But the name British has always been in most of the things that I do. Spoilers, we've got Zelda 3's forest music. We got the original composition by Wilderness, MIDI DX. It's a friend of mine who's played on stage for God, he's done backing before for Julian Kay, live on stage. Cool guy, cool guy. So you're sacrificing this stream to Nintendo. This stream has already been sacrificed to Tube because I played their song in the opening. Background graphics minus a few from Sonic Adventure DX. That skyline, the bricks, all from Sonic Adventure DX. Yeah. I'm not quite sure what that transition was ever about, but it was so important that I kept it in this Legacy Edition when I repackaged the game together. Originally, that DOD, which I'll explain along with Medium in a second, originally that DOD difficulty was hidden behind a keystroke. You couldn't actually play it unless you press the button. Medium is deliberate. It's an in-joke. Back at college, we had these forms we had to fill in, sort of health and safety forms to say what sort of risk there was. And these forms that everyone used, all of them had this spelling mistake on them. And they printed out and used these same forms despite the fact that they had that spelling mistake. So Medium stuck. As for Dodd, that was the surname of my tutor on my games development course. So the secret difficulty was named after him in honor of him. Now, as we move on to Medium, Hard, and Dodd, this game features an air mechanic where you're constantly running out of air. So you have to collect air bubbles or hang around holes in the ground that lead up to the surface to get air. Right? So that's why this game's called Crawler. You're crawling around, gasping for air. It's fantastic. Let's go. That voice clip of is from Bleach Heat the Soul. You might notice that some of the gameplay, some of the level elements have been sort of copy-pasted. All I did was copy the levels over and change the graphics for them, make them longer, add a few more sections. It was mostly quite lazy, the way that I developed this game. And the music, because it's Microsoft MIDI, it restarts every time it plays, which makes the timing difficult for... Getsuga Tensho! And I'm not sitting through the credits again, so F2 to restart. Let's go to very difficult. The windings down the bottom reads No Way Out. Get my air back. Okay, let's go. Breather! That was so close. It's not that I've particularly got this game down to muscle memory at this point, but it's close. Alright, that one wasn't from Bleach Heat the Soul 3. That one, Singing in a Ponderla, that's Beat Crusaders. Ponderosa from, I can't remember which album it was on originally. But they pronounce it Ponderla, even though it's Ponderosa. And you know that I could sing forever, singing in a Ponderla. Right, so just the hardest difficulty to show off now. This was originally a secret difficulty level, so the credits didn't actually make reference to the music track used in this, or any of the elements. But if you're a Sonic fan, you'll recognize the music anyway. So this one, you don't actually have... You don't actually have a guide to show you where the background is. Because the background doesn't apply to this stage. It's longer than Hard. It's got way more spike balls than Hard. I believe the breath is more lenient, though, in this. Ah! Yeah. I could do it, though, because I've done it recently. So I know I can still beat my own game. But I'd love to remake this. Get just one afternoon next week, get Unity, fire it up, and remind myself how it works, the interface, and rebuild this game from scratch. Because this is my own copyrighted material in terms of the game engine and game mechanics. I probably couldn't win a court case if I said, you know, this was my original idea, but I bloody hell try it. I don't think there's any games out there like Crawler. The games industry needs Crawler, guys. You don't understand. It's the future of Nintendo. It's the game that's going to save the Switch. Yeah, the music not so much. I'd use my own compositions. The new version of Crawler that I have in mind will have multiple playable characters. Unfortunately, Crawler himself can't return because he's actually a copyrighted character from Metal Slug or CT Special Forces or whatever it was. I got this, though. It's mostly memorization, for the most part. Knowing where and when you can go. I'll get this down. Or get Soy to make some tracks, yeah, but then I gotta pay Soy. Maybe I could use some of Soy's existing tracks. I'd still have to pay Soy, but it wouldn't mean he'd have to... It means he wouldn't have to do any extra work. Does the Switch need saving? I'm being... Sorry, it's not always clear when I'm being facetious. I said it in a jovial tone. I apologize that I didn't make it absolutely clear that I was joking. I keep falling for that one there. Fuck's sake. It says impossible, but I assure you it is not. It is beatable. It is surprisingly more beatable than you might think. I went to extreme lengths to make sure it was beatable. I timed everything. Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't know why in the sky you'd need an air hole, but yeah. Bollocks! Yeah, I'll carry on doing this, and then once I beat it, we'll call the stream to an end. I could do this. I could beat my own game. Back when I made this game, I could beat it regularly. Like, I had it all down in muscle memory. That's the problem, though. As a game developer, you don't... Oh! The Games Factory glitch has happened! Okay, there's a glitch with games built with the Games Factory where on modern operating systems, they get out of whack and stop working properly. And sometimes the solution is to close the game, sometimes the solution is to restart your operating system. Because the air is too thin up there. Right, so where do the air pipes go? Where do they lead? The original version of this bonus stage actually had a line either side. Like, you were still in a tunnel. It was like a glass tunnel. But, I actually removed that, and I can't remember why. I think maybe because I thought it looked bad, or I couldn't get a realistic-looking glass effect. But for some reason I got rid of the glass tube. Maybe one of these days I'll stream Terminal Reverence. Oh boy. I'd rather not stream that particular game. If I do, it will have to be with the guy that I made it with. Ah. God damn it. It is possible, because I've beaten it. I am the developer of this game, and I know I've done it. And I know that the payoff is literally nothing for doing it. I think even the voice clip you get is repeated from beginner mode's level. I made one stage and then altered it accordingly. So this stage is made up of stage elements that exist in other stages. All I did was make alternate versions of spike balls. If I made a category for the objects and said this is how a spike ball behaves when you interact with it, then all I had to do was make more spike balls and change the movement of them, and because they were under the spike ball category, the game engine would go, bam, okay, that means that if it's a spike ball, it behaves in this way. So it was relatively simple to code this game. Sure, it was more simple than the other games that people were submitting for the assignment, but they were submitting Block Breaker made in Flash, and I didn't want to submit that. One of the students submitted it with a version of me as either paddle. Yeah. That's what the game development course was like. As you can tell, we were great friends, and all of us were very close. I wasn't too bothered by the fact that I was the paddle for one of them's submission. Well, yeah, I plan to remake this game at some point. I would love nothing more than to remake this game. Oh. There are a few bugs, like with that spike ball misbehaving. I put that down to objects that are off-screen not always reacting appropriately. You can tell the Games Factory to monitor objects that are off screen. But that makes your game slow down like hell. You'd be willing to lend a hand. At one point, I toyed with the idea of procedural generation for a crawler sequel. But how do you keep that shit fair? This isn't Subway Surfers. Everything's timed to make sure it's doable. Right, let's not fuck up this time. Fuck's sake! I have to wait there to see if it's going to go down, then up. It's because they're programmed to reverse when they collide with other spike balls. I know it's doable. I know it's doable. Hey, Sushi. We need a shortcut to load this up faster. I'm gonna be fucking sick of Sky Sanctuary music by the end of this. I am in the sky. That's why it is called Sky Sanctuary. La 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 la. Airy. La la. This is Crawler. This is a game I developed. Made by me. I've made a lot of things in my time. Not all of them quality streams. Aha! I see your game. Oh, you... It's the secret bonus level that was originally locked off, but now you can get it from a menu. Because this was the updated version of the game that I released after it was an assignment. After college, in like my gap year, I combined it all together. I didn't make the ninja game. God, I wish I was that good. I made the levels in the ninja game. God, I wish I made the ninja game. Fuck. I'd be a millionaire. I'm gonna be a millionaire. Insert text here in Japanese, yeah. That's... Look at that glitch. Look at that glitch. Because the spike ball is misbehaving, it's causing the other spike ball to sit in an impossible position. That's not on, game. That's not on. It's those sorts of bugs I would need to fix if I remade this game. Up and down, up and down. Ah! And the coast is clear this time! Ironed out some infamous bugs. Well, you didn't do good enough, me! The infamous bug was that you would start a level and you're already dead. Even on resetting the game. It was due to the way that I set the counter up for the air. I simply didn't have a state that said start of the level, fill up, you know, which would have been the solution. Omae wa mou slammed yaru. Gotta wait for it to go down and I gotta be immediately in front of it. God damn it. I think this game being so crap is the reason why I've never publicly released it. But you know what? I'm gonna publicly release this shit. I need the whole world to know it. With ClickTeam Fusion, I could probably port this to iPhone and Android really easily without having to remake it. And then I would remake the game and make it better. Give out the original version for free and then sell the remake. I like where this idea is going. Oh, come on! Alt and F4, yes. Right. Next stop, Andy's house. Ah! Dodd. Yarby's frustrated at his own game. Alright, take care, IFC. Yes, ERB is frustrated at his own game. Why would ERB not be frustrated? Oh, we got the spike ball bug! I was doing well and I got the spike ball bug, which is just crushing. That the one time I'm doing exceptionally well is the one time I get the spike ball bug. The solution would be to remove that spike ball. If I coded the game so that the spike balls didn't knock spike balls back, that would remove an intentional challenge that I had. This This game was built using a piece of software called The Games Factory, which I was very fond of as a child. Very fond of. Oh, cock! I started using the software when I was about 9 or 10. We had a demo version. We paid to get it registered. We actually sent off a check to get the software registered. And we just loved making games with it. My brother and I. I wish I still had some of my brother's games backed up, because he made a version of Resident Evil Gun Survivor that was a 2D top-down shooter, and the game overscreen had Wallace from Wallace and Gromit as a zombie. Damn, the creator of this game made it way too hard. This bonus level was never supposed to be played by anyone pretty much other than me, or anybody I told it existed. So I never bothered truly scaling it. I made it beatable to the point where back then I could beat it with relative ease. And I didn't bother telling anybody it was there, unless they're like, hey, I've beaten your game. I'm like, no you haven't, press F12. And they're like, oh my god! And now you can just get that level normally from a menu. Never bothered making it super well made, because that was never the plan. Fuck nuts! Fuck nuts! Fuck nuts! My nuts are in pain. La 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 la. Fuck nuts! La, na, na. Fuck nuts! Well, I got an hour and a half to beat this in. Should be doable. Da 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 da. Ah, Nickelodeon 3D Movie Maker. I had Microsoft 3D Movie Maker, and in more recent years, I've discovered that you can import the content from Nickelodeon 3D and the Japanese Doraemon 3D Movie Maker into 3D Movie Maker. And thus, at one point, I had installed all that content and shit tons of mods. Like, I had, like, the enemy models from Duke Nukem 3D, Donkey Kong and Mario from Mario Party. All these weird fucking character models, and I was making 3D movies with them. I would still like to revisit 3D Movie Maker at some point, because I had an idea for a horror series called Serious Shade, and it was going to be like the Twin Peaks of 3D Movie Maker, if that sounds fun. Fuck nuts! Well, I wouldn't be able to use the same music because it's copyrighted. But I'd certainly consider making a song that goes fuck nuts! Fuck nuts! My nuts are in pain. Do 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 do. Fuck nuts. Fuck nuts. My nuts are in pain. Na 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 na. Fuck nuts. Na 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 na. Parody law. Not if it's the entire song. No. Parody law does not protect you. Only as far as a necessary amount. What am I parodying? Is it just an existence of the song with the word fuck nuts? That doesn't work. Under parody law, that's not good enough reasoning for a parody. The parody has to have a reason for existing outside of the original game used this piece of music. Well, the original game used this piece of music illegally, essentially. Thanks for the glitch, game. Thanks for the glitch. My favourite games to make were always shmups. I don't think I have any of my shmups remaining on the internet. I would love it if somebody backed up my game Parallaxed, but I don't think they did. I had a friend who might have had a copy of Parallaxed on a CDR, but he looked and he did not. Which is gutting. Alright, Erinic. Drink my fucking hot dog flavoured water. Welcome back, Sushi. Yes? Positively glitched. Ah! Conkers! My handsome volcano rocks! Father! Right. Let's try again. George. George. Hello, Tyrannosaurus Alan. Busy day? Cola tea doesn't sound too bad, actually. Fill my rocks with volcanicity! Fill my rocks with volcanicity! The water filters down through my handsome volcano rocks! My handsome volcano rocks! My wild mineral water! Your birds? Birds! Your birds? Birds, my birds! Birds! You can't say that! Birds! Handsome volcano rocks! Handsome volcano rocks! Handsome volcano rocks! Her name was Noelle. I had a dream about her. She rings my bell. I got gym class in half an hour. I know how she rocks. In gym and tube socks. But she doesn't know who I am. And she doesn't give a damn about me. 'Cause I'm just a crawler, baby. I'm just a teenage crawler, baby. I'm just a teenage crawler, baby, with you. reach for the stars. Climb every mountain higher, reach for the stars. Follow your one desire, reach for the stars. And when that halo's hanging over you, that's when you're dead. I mean, that's when your dreams come true. Ugh. Listen to Iron Maiden and needs to stop lyric spam. Iron Maiden. Fear of the dark. Soybomb is a fan of a lot of the same music as me, which is interesting because there's like 8 years between us, essentially. Is it 6 or 8 years? Everywhere I go, all the women wanna touch me, and everywhere I go, I'm always plagued by paparazzi. Did it for the pleasure, no, I did it for the joy, and everybody screams, "Oi, fucking oi!" I said a lot of, not all. If it's from the 90s or early 2000s, if I like it, he probably likes it. There's a lot of overlap. No. Soy hates Minami Momochi. And Soy hates Minami Momochi as a forced meme. Do-do! Fuck nuts! Do-do-do. Fuck nuts! Do-do-do. I really need a piss. I cannot focus when I'm like this. Fuck nuts! My balls are burning. Fuck nuts! I am yearning to relieve my stress. I'll be back in 2 minutes or less. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Wrong one. Do, do. I'm back. If this Chris Fairweather is still here, report my stream. Go ahead. I don't give a flying fortnight. It's April fucking Fool's Day, and you got fooled. Yeah, I'm back. I wasn't expecting to be away so long, either. But I guess I was. We're here to have fun, yeah. Why the fuck would we play Fortnite? I'd much sooner pull all my teeth out with a pair of pliers, and that's not me expressing a desire to. Let's finish this game and get the stream over with. I also wasn't aware that clickbait was a bannable offense either. If you don't like what you see, just turn it off. Great. Right, let's read it. Staying here and reading it results in that glitch. Oh! Yo! Pac-Man Fan 64, how's it going? I made this. This is a game I made, like, a decade ago or more. Right. Okay. Tricky bit. I remember now. I made one slightly lower than the other, so you would always sit there. I can't believe I forgot that. Oh, god damn it. ERB, maybe you should ask the game's creator for some advice. The last time I asked myself a question, I didn't like the answer I got. I had a chance to save that there and I blew it. It's alright, I'm about to get air. It's fine. Alright. I might stop playing this soon and just stop. This was made in The Games Factory. It was a piece of software by Click Team. And it was, the original version is from 2007 or 8. This version is from 2009. Yeah, can't be asked. It's beatable, take my word for it. Can't be asked. It's beatable, take my word for it. Bet you want to see other stuff I worked on, huh? Huh? Well, you can't. Not anytime soon. I got RPGs that I made when I was a wee kiddo. I got RPGs I made when I was an adult kiddo. Ah, it still boots. It still boots. This is music from the Bleach anime. I would have to vet these first to make sure I didn't say or put anything in them that might be offensive. Not that that necessarily bothers me. But I mean, this game was about people who... I'll give you an example. You could sort of enter these dream worlds by colliding with people. And, like, the dream world you entered was based on something from their past. And, I mean, this girl killed her classmates. And this was based on a real-life thing that happened. So, I'm not so sure whether this game is necessarily... whether I'm able to show this, necessarily. Because, I mean, to give you an idea, isn't Alma del Sol a pretty place? It's okay, I guess. It's so peaceful here. Okay. Well, gee. I wonder what's going on here. She wrote something bad about my appearance several times on the net a few days before the incident. This is actually something that this kid wrote after she slaughtered this classmate with a Stanley knife, right? This game actually featured things that happened in real life. So I was like, maybe I can't necessarily stream this just yet, until I vet it. Well, no, of course not. It can be, obviously, but... I just don't want anybody to think I'm trivializing the murder of a child by another child at school for the sake of creating some sort of deep art. Move! Move! No. No. Stupid bitch. I need to get up there. I'll leave this way? I can't. I know. Lure them all down to the bottom. This gives you an idea how long the character of Judas Avalon has existed in her current state. What's restart? F12. I'm not clicking new game because that puts you in the debug room, and I know I've filled it with like 17 instances of the C word. So that's out of the question. Where's the guy who crashed the train into the station and killed everyone? I think it was this guy. So yeah, this is an actual photo of a train derailment that happened in Japan and killed a fuck ton of people. That's why I need to vet this this collection of games that I made. There were other RPGs that I worked on. Different versions of the game, different contexts. That's the same. Which one was Despertar Sol again? I think that was the one that I had plans of it being on DS, which is why I called it Despertar Sol. We could go as far back as the as this RPG from 2005 that I never finished. Which is true about all these things, I never finished them. This one in particular, I had such grandiose plans for. It featured a whole cast of characters with different abilities. They were going to do different things on the overworld. Most of the sound effects don't work. Most of the assets are missing. I mean, this is going way back. A lot of the errors are also down to this. This is before Judas appeared in the current state that she does now. Do I have any items on me? No. Quit. The HP and skills are through the roof. Level 61. Instead of healthy or normal, the status is not ill. It's meant to be a save point, but there are also... Can't open light ray file. Crash. So a lot of this don't even work anymore. Mainly because I'm trying to run it in an updated version of the RPG Maker engine. A lot of the events don't work. Oh, I got the nugget. I got the nugget. It's okay. There's supposed to be music playing here that isn't playing. There's meant to be a warp, and it isn't working. Don't quit. Kudomo Isle is depending on you. Well, it can die. Both of them, and now the music isn't playing. The warps still don't work. What about beginning adventure? I just appear in town. That works, I guess. Music isn't playing. Can't move the boulder yet. It's cemented in. I think that's the wrong flame graphic, I think. Ah, the door to the... Yeah, the jumps still work. Add like a system whereby you'd pick things up in the adventure and they'd appear on the table here. But they don't appear on the table anymore. I think the warps are broken. Yeah. So a lot of this never even got remotely close to finished, you know? That's meant to be a net cafe, and it's 2 beds. No music, no sound. Mostly due to problems with the way it's running, but yeah. A Terrible Night. That's the most recent. I haven't touched that one in a while. Definitely gotta show you Terrible Night because there's nothing to it at the moment. That's a long way off being even remotely playable or showable. I'm gonna call the stream to a stop here. I have things I need to do.